Okay, Akhil Sesh from the Feudals, welcome to Crypto Media Friends. We're excited to have you
Thank you.
because I think that community managers, which you are at Feudals, are like the future DJs of like, I think you guys are going to be absolute rock stars because going on and moving forward, everyone's going to need somebody to lead community in this space. And you did such an admirable job. We were just talking about this for Feudals. And, so take us to the creation of them finding you, artists, and you and developers. How did you guys all find each other?
So the lead developer I've been like really close with, real close friends with for many years. I want 8 years. Even spanning back to Web 2 days. We did some projects together just in passing, but mainly we're just really good friends.
So
Both.
you guys were in this space. You guys were in this space as developers in Web 2. Did you guys do projects?
So he was like, my background is I'm a photographer and musician, and Sarah
NFT
Luis.
Sesh, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so so Luis has a big experience background in on the development end. So he's the one who onboarded me onto the NFT scene a few months back. He's been in the NFT scene for about a year and a half. And so this
Had he
project has
developed
been.
anything previous to that in terms of project, or he was just in this space and as a collector and observer?
So yeah, this is my first project, but he is experienced in the NFT space with other projects.
Awesome.
So when I first came in, I was kind of just focused on my photography collection initially, but then just being around the dev team and everything, this project just came together organically. It's been ready to go for a couple of months, but it just so happened that 2 weeks ago, on that serendipitous morning, that we planned to release, and just the timing was amazing, and now we have before us this incredible community seemingly out of thin air, which is so
Absolutely.
special to see.
And that's the thing I think that I appreciated about your group is that Wolf game hit, everybody was scrambling. What's the next Wolf game? Who else is ready? And you guys were ready. And as you
Yeah.
said, that was completely serendipitous. It sounds like.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think we just caught a wave of just NFTs being up in general, and a real thirst and hunger for play to earn games. And we kind of just checked all the boxes at the right time. Luckily we have this community writing for us now 2 weeks later.
And you're at the head of that community. So what is it that you brought to the table? Why is it that the devs thought that they needed you? What did you bring?
So I mean, it's not really like that. Like, everyone has their roles per se, but it really is a team effort. For me, this is like a passion project. What me now, through my friend Luis, I'm very close to the other devs as well, right? And so we have a very friendly, cordial relationship, aside from a great working relationship as well. But it's not like a very rigid work environment, right? So we're always in hot cafe, bouncing ideas off of one another. And Feudals just came up, and uh I was the one who was super passionate and kind of saw the long-term vision with the project, and kind of got the whole team on board to focus their attention on this project as well, and it's paid off.
How did you guys get the artists involved?
So Malk is kind of in already involved with the development team. She is a part of the hot cafe. They use her for stuff when they need. But one of the devs, and Malk are partners. So it's very organic relationships. And
Sensing a strong Brazilian vibe. I
yes,
feel like everyone's got
absolutely.
Brazilians all know each other. I get that.
Yeah. And so Sarah Luis is pretty embedded in Brazilian culture. He knows like all the musicians and who's who of technology and stuff. So, you know, I have to give all the credit to him for assembling the team on his end. We really do have like a dream team of people that cover, you know, all the areas that are needed. So it's amazing, and everyone's super humble. We all leave our ego as soon as we sign on. You know, we leave our egos at the door, and we're just trying to, you know, create the best experience for the community, and by delivering the best quality product.
I get that. That's how Brazilians are. They just get it
Yeah.
Hot Cafe. Take us to how, you know, what is the collab? I guess I see it around, and I understand that there's a connection, but what is Hot Cafe?
So Hot Cafe is the development company basically that runs that side of various projects. And you know, like I said, I was already very close with and friends with the main guy Luis. And so, you know, I became close with some of the other devs who we, you know, now are working on feudals. So it's pretty much just when you're around your friends, like your friends influence you, right? And so it was just happening that my circle of friends were getting into NFTs and getting really serious about it. So it kind of just happened naturally, you know?
Absolutely. And I think that that's sort of the best case scenario. I think, you know, in any industry, you know, the opportunity to get to work with your friends and, you know, create and
Mhm.
collaborate is the dream, you know, and it
Yeah,
seems like you guys are literally living the dream. Like it just,
yeah,
your thing hit like in this great way. I remember that first AMA was pretty tough. So as a group, with all that community feedback,
yeah.
you guys changed so much. You guys, it seemed you guys were so responsive, and I really appreciated that. You guys immediately took what was being said.
Yes.
What was that meeting like after? How did you guys as a group work to collaborate all those suggestions?
Yeah, I mean, like I literally just got a Discord voice chat earlier today, doing the same thing, fielding, you know, suggestions and ideas from the community. And it's not something that we, you know, overthink or anything. It's just like we are here to serve the community. And whenever the community comes up with the ideas where there's room for us or an opportunity for us for improvement, you know, it's a no-brainer. We're gonna take that opportunity every time. And so like as soon as we hear something that we can implement from the community, either the devs straight hear it or I'll relay that information. And it's not even much of a conversation. It's just like, oh, good point, let's get to work on it, you know. And so that that's what I meant before as leaving the ego at the door as well, because you know all the voices in our community are important, and you know you never know where that great idea is going to come from. So it's just important to constantly tap in with the community and get their feedback.
It's important. I think that's what I really appreciated about, you know, that philosophy that I saw in action was that's at the heart of decentralization. That's, you know, that's what we're all here for. That's what we want as participants, is to be
Mhm,
heard, is to be engaged in as audience members, as token holders with artists,
mhm.
in this very, you know, intimate way of being responsive. And you guys, you know, did that so well. How many people does that take? Well, how many people do you guys have, and how many people does that actually take?
Like how many people total in the team?
Like in the team, having, because I feel like, you know, you're the spearhead of the community, but
Mhm.
like, you know, in terms of like actuating the changes and all this sort of the
So on the development side, we have about I want to say 4 people working, two main guys, and then we have a lead dev, which is Luis. Then we have Malk, then we have a marketing crisis, and then me, community manager. So I mean with Hot Cafe, they have their own resources, but like the core members, this is them.
the
Gabe and Angel are the other two devs that have been helping us.
because this
But
is the crazy thing. I don't know how you're still awake and functional. It just seems like it's really there's a lot on the community manager and, you know, I guess marketing's shoulders when it comes to interacting on the Discord. How have you found that? Has that changed, sort of your lifestyle? And it's just like all of a sudden, I feel like a lot of creators, come to me and talk to me, and I'm just like, are you ready for sitting on the
Yeah.
Discord for many, many
And you
hours?
know what? That's a great point, because my respect for other community managers went through the roof, right? Because when you're in it, you really understand the attention to detail, and the time effort, the time commitment it is to sit there and field all the questions and make sure everyone's voice is heard. It's a difficult balancing act, but I'm running off of adrenaline. Like I know that we're a part of something special here, and it's just magical to me, and I'm in awe every day of what has happened and what we've built in the community that we've cultivated. So it's my joy, and we're focused on the long term but enjoying the process, right? We're trusting in the process, and I'm just grateful for every step of the way, and everything that we're accomplishing on the way.
If you wouldn't mind, could you share, what that process is in terms of like engagement with the community?
Yeah, so I mean, the community, they wanted us to do more Twitter Spaces, so now we're doing twice a week Twitter Spaces, and now whenever I can, we're scheduling Discord voice chats. But if I have time, I'll just hop in, because the Feudals Discord voice chats are pretty active, and there's good vibes in there and smart people. So I'll just hop in from time to time and listen to the community. And we just started doing different activities, like we had Sunday trivia yesterday, which was a hit within the community. And then we have some other cool things with community members generating content. There's a person that wants to do a Feudals rap song. We might do a little video for that too. So I mean, this is all aside from everything that we've brought within a week. We had staking, the airdrops, and we had the Orcs and Elves launch, and then tomorrow we're launching the animals, and we'll have another Twitter Spaces tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And then on Friday I believe Friday we'll be launching the lands. Let me just make sure so I don't
Overstate.
mistake here. Yeah.
But I think that's
Uh,
the very cool part about this style of NFT interaction and of game. I think we call it a game, but it's engagement, and it's
mhm,
you guys have really had fun. It was so clear as soon as you sort of like were engaged with whether it's the Discord, or whether even it's just something as simple as just buying the property and sort of working within it, that you guys had thought about it, and you guys have had
mhm.
had been thinking about this as a game. And so as you said, as the adrenaline reached this high fervor point, and as it's kind of coming down in a sense, in terms of, okay, we got this stuff out, now it's the gameplay, now we're into the
Yeah.
gameplay phase of things.
Mhm.
How are you guys approaching keeping the engagement high?
So right now we're kind of reliant on the community to, so to say, take care of itself, because I believe that we're over 85% staked, right? So we have a strong community of diamond handlers who believe in the project long term, and a lot of them are super helpful people, super knowledgeable, super smart. So I'm already noticing that the community is helping one another, keeping each other engaged, and while we're kind of putting our head down and focusing on the game, because we truly believe that once we deliver the game to run smoothly and without any flaws, and it's our best foot forward, best quality product, everything will organically grow from there. I think what the community wants above all is for us to deliver a fully functional game upon launch, with no kinks or anything, and running smoothly. And I think the team is kind of focused on that. But not to say, we did this charity event with Sustento healthcare workers. We have some other things coming up. We had some football players, Trey Songs and stuff, talk about us. We had some other influencer things. So there is some stuff going on marketing side, and then you know, uh, some other stuff in store, some other that I can't, talk about just yet. But our number one focus is the game.
And so walk me through that process if you're able to, because I think that that's the unique part of this new way of interacting with your NFT with, as a token holder. So I went out and I got, a top 100 female wizard. And I was
Nice.
like, I'm going to be it's going to rain golds on me.
Uh-huh.
And so I staked it, and I get 5.17 golds per day.
Uh-huh.
And so that accumulates. And
Mhm.
so as that accumulates, what is my next step, I guess, as somebody who's a holder?
Okay, so did you participate in the Orcs minting, the Orcs launch?
All I have is just like a bunch of golds in my treasury, and I guess I have to
Okay.
put that into my wallet, and then
Yes,
that'll allow me to mint either an orc or an elf. Well, an orc right now,
exactly.
right?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, both. Yeah, both are available right now. So once you transfer the tokens to your MetaMask wallet, what we launched on Friday are the orcs and the elves. So once you mint your orcs, they'll automatically raid vaults and earn you golds whenever someone withdraws. So a part of the game has begun on Friday with the orcs, and then the elves will defend based on like a certain percentage and how many elves you have, max 10. But you know, right now if you mint your orcs, you can see on the website how much golds they're earning you already. So
The cool part is that I feel it relates well to those who've played like D&D. Like, it has a feeling to it that, that where you guys source
yes,
your
we
game?
definitely drew inspiration from D&D 100%, and the team is big fans of D&D.
That's awesome. And so right now, as far as I understand, like I need the elves to defend when my treasury gets to its max or about its max. I need the elf to defend it so that I can withdraw.
So it's whenever it's right now, the vault doesn't have a max yet. We're gonna implement the vault cap soon, which then you would want to pay with golds to upgrade your vault. So now is a good time just to keep staking and stacking your golds, because there's literally no limit on the vaults, right? So but the orcs will get the golds only when you withdraw your gold. So that's when they will raid. So there's kind of an incentive not to withdraw, because not only do the fees go down, but you're not susceptible to an orc raid. But if you're making a ton of golds and you want to withdraw, just know that that's when you're going to be vulnerable for an orc raid.
So that's the sort of the scary part. So it's just like, okay, so then I don't want to lose my money. I don't want to lose my gold.
Yeah.
So I just like hold on to my vault. But in your guys' thought process of tokenomics, you guys have put this cap so that
Yes.
at a certain point, there's a sweet spot almost where
Yeah.
you wait a few days, it was like 10, 12 days, it goes down and down in terms of percentage.
Yes.
And then it gets to a quote unquote max in the vault. And at
Mhm.
that point, you kind of have to go.
Yeah.
You have to withdraw.
Yeah. Exactly.
And so that
So
pushes it. So that pushes it. And then at that point, I need to get me an elf to protect.
yes.
Okay.
So that's where the game strategy and game theory comes into play for sure. So
And I can
um
get up to 10 elves. So it
You
just
so
one
you
is
can get up to 10 elves per transaction. So if you want to buy 10 elves and group bundle them together, so you only pay one gas fee. It's basically one gas fee per 10 if you want to get 10. So you could buy 10 and then buy another 10 if you wanted, with orcs and elves.
speaking of gas fees,
Mhm,
being on the Ethereum network,
mhm,
I'm sure it's just been really challenging. And I know it is being in the Discord for any project right now.
mhm.
Especially, if you're overlapping with your timing. I think you guys might have had that as well. When you're coming up on the timing of a launch of something, it was like suddenly gas fees were, it was during the market tank. It was
Yeah,
tanking, and all the gas fees
yeah.
were just like at $200-300.
Mhm.
How are you guys navigating that, and how are you looking to improve that for the community?
So that's something I got to give full credit to the dev team. They're complete rock stars when it comes to minimizing gas. And people who have been part of any of our minting processes or anything, airdrops, anything, can attest to that. I think the maximum I've seen people pay I don't know. I don't even want to throw a number out there, but it's super minimal. It's way less than what you would be paying with other transactions. So the dev team, that will always be a priority. Whenever they implement anything, is to minimize the gas always for the community. So
Are they doing that with
the
leveraging
smart
their
contract,
own money? Like
it's the way they code the smart contract. These
Gotcha.
guys are just geniuses, bro. Like, just like, I couldn't tell you the technicalities, but it's literally the way they're coding these smart contracts.
Awesome. So as I'm looking to the future of feudals, I have my orcs, and he's doing some raiding for me, and he's building
Mhm.
my stacks in my vault. But I gotta soon, that vault is gonna reach a limit, and I gotta get it out. So I gotta get some elves to
Yep.
protect it, so that
Yep.
I can take it and withdraw it into my wallet, so that I can buy more
Exactly.
orcs, so that I can kind
Yeah.
of keep the game going.
Yeah.
And then now also I get the option of buying animals tomorrow.
Yes. So we will be revealing, the animal stuff tomorrow, but the animals will be per feudals. And then the lands launch, which is December 12th, will be per wallet. So that's what we're thinking right now. And the lands, just while I'm on here to drop some alpha, while I'm on your show, the lands is kind of our long-term vision with the project. We see, the lands as the biggest potential for expansion, but it's going to require the most work from our developers. But we were talking, and we're super excited for the lands aspect of the project.
It's super crazy exciting, again, when I first, looked at the project, because of, how hot in a sense the metaverse is, and how we understand the metaverse value
Mhm.
is we're early days in this.
Mhm.
Is it connected in that way to a metaverse play?
Yes, but I don't want to talk too soon
Yeah,
about it.
that's
But
and that's
yes,
fine.
that is our long-term vision.
Sure. And is that, and if I may ask, is it something that's proprietary, like your own lands, or is it going to be part of another game like Sandbox?
Yeah, it's something that that the team is discussing and considering. We're working it out. So,
Fair enough.
but we are, that is our goal, to make a metaverse play 100%.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
think that should be everybody's, and that's the thing, is like, this space offers so much great opportunity, and what I love about feudals is that you guys have not just the passion and desire to, but the ability to pivot, and it
Mhm.
shows in, like, how you guys are responding to the community and how you're responding to
Mhm.
the landscape. And so I'm super excited for the future of feudals. Anything, this little plugs section of our program, is there anything you want to plug in terms of what's coming up for feudals, and or you could be modding, other boards. I don't know.
No, yeah, my head's down and focused on Fuels right now. Tomorrow, Animals launch, Twitter Spaces, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll have another Twitter Spaces December 10th, same time, and then December 12th, the Lands launch and another Twitter Spaces. And if people are not, please join up the Discord. We're super active on there. Community is really active on the voice chat as well. And thanks for so much for having me on the show and letting me talk about feudals. Really appreciate you extending your platform, and had a great discussion today.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you, bud.